Arms? You want them? It's yours, my friend. As long as you have enough rupees. Topic of discussion today. What are we doing? It is 4:25 a.m. So, for the uninitiated, this is a work day. I am blessed to go and make my shareholders some money today. But of course, before we go and do that, we gotta go and hit Arms. That is the number one task at hand. Everything else is just a means to an end. So, pretty well rested, I'd say. Not as hydrated as I'd like to be, but I've got some electrolyte mix, so we are good. And the pre-workout has been consumed. So, all in all, I think I've set myself up for a pretty good arm pump. I guess one thing I never really mentioned is, what do I take for pre-workout? I'm sure that has been stumping the minds of many of you geniuses. That sounded really sarcastic. No, I didn't mean it like that. But I currently take Gorilla Mind, like the full stim stuff. It's just been pretty good. Well, I tried it out. I loved it. At this point, I've been taking it for, like a little while now. And it's good. I think I might just need to change it up. I think I might need to just swap to a new brand or something, because I'm not necessarily sick of it, but I like to swap every now and again. The one thing that I don't like about it is there is no beta-alanine in it, and I think that stuff works pretty well. I mean, it could very well just be a placebo effect of like, okay, my ears are itchy, that means the pre is kicking in. But whatever you like, there's no reason to deprive yourself of it. So I just bought some like bulk supplement, beta-alanine, throw in about a teaspoon and a half of that into the pre-workout and mix it all up. They had a new flavor called Blackout Cherry. I was pretty excited about it. Not like I wasn't hype, I wasn't there refreshing the website waiting for a restock, but I saw it. I needed new pre-workout or another tub. Why not? And I was very disappointed. If you're wondering what it tastes like, think of a Twizzler, just the stock standard cherry Twizzler. Tastes exactly like that. So if you're into that, I think you're gonna love it. But as a staunch hater of Twizzlers, I'm not a fan. I am not a fan. It's kind of a chore to finish it off. So I'm just trying to power through this tub, and then I'm gonna try something else. If you have any suggestions, let me know. But as for Arms today, I think it's a pretty simple muscle group to work, because for triceps, you're just going to do any number of push downs and skull crushers, and for biceps, you're just going to do a number of curls. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Triceps, I don't really put much thought into. It's easy for me to get a really good tricep workout. I could just do 6 sets of heavy straight bar push downs and I'd be set. I would be fine with that. But for biceps, I don't know if it's a anatomy thing. Maybe I just have like weird bicep insertions, or I don't know. But I struggle to get a good bicep pump. I normally just end up doing a bunch of different movements. I think that might be my problem. I think maybe I should just pick one movement and really kill it. But I don't know. I haven't been struck with any inspiration on what to do. I still don't know. I think I'm just gonna warm up the biceps with some curls, and if the curls feel good, like dumbbell curls, maybe I'll stick to that. I don't know. I do not know. Maybe I'll watch some Lee Priest arm workout compilation videos and get some sort of inspiration, but we'll see. Arms is a fun day simply because of the pump you get afterward. I love doing arms like on a work day because I get to go to work with a pretty sick arm pump. That's a really good feeling. The pump kind of diminishes by the time I get there, but it's still there. I'm wearing a backpack when I walk in, holding all my water and lunch and everything, so I kind of get a little more pressure on the bicep veins. So I think it looks pretty cool. So that's kind of the motivating factor for me to get up in the morning and really kill it with arms. But outside of that, it can be pretty hard to motivate yourself if you have to get up as early as I do, be it for class or for work or whatever, because it's just comfortable. You're comfortable in bed. The room is pretty cold. You're cuddled up in your sheets. You've got a Minecraft 100 Days video playing, and it's hard to convince yourself to get out of bed. I kind of fell into the trap this morning where I set my alarm for 3:30 and 3:50 a.m. I try to but wake up at 3:30, then, watch TikTok, whatever. And then around 3:50, I get up, brush my teeth, and put on my gym clothes. I pack everything the night before, just so I don't have to take the time to do it in the morning. But the 3:30 alarm went off, and I thought, okay, I'll just sleep for another 20 minutes. Not a good idea. Because when I woke up 20 minutes later, I was a lot more groggy than I was had I just woken up at 3:30. But that's all right. I got up. I'm gonna get to the gym a little later than I like. I'll get there probably by like 4:40, and I have to be done lifting by no more than 5:45 so that I can shower and change. But I will make the most of it. What else? Camera angle is back. I have this like industrial grade duct tape. So I pretty much glued on the metal plate that I have onto the dash, and it seems to be holding up pretty well. So hopefully it stays that way. I think this camera angle is a little more personal. The other camera angle works fine, but it's just a little too wobbly. I think it's just like it's a little too close to. You get to see the profile. just sitting there mewing the entire time during the video. But I don't think there's much left to say. I'm gonna get to the gym here in a minute, and hopefully the gym's not too busy. I'll try to get some nice shots in. So I will see you guys when I'm in there. let you guys in on a little secret. I don't know if a lot of people know this, and this is kind of this will affect not just your lifting, but your everyday life. Watching One Piece, being a One Piece fan, game changer. Every aspect of your life will be improved. But in the context of lifting, this was an incredible arm day. This was probably one of the best arm days I've had in a while. And I'm going to contribute a lot of that to watching One Piece fight clips between my working sets. I think that's what did it. I won't tell you which ones I watched. I'm going to be kind. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. But do yourself a favor. Watch One Piece. But all jokes aside, I decided to do a bit of a different routine, I guess we'll call it. Normally I'll do all triceps, then move on to all biceps, but something called to me, maybe an ancestor from the astral plane, and he said to me, do a set of triceps followed by a set of biceps and repeat until pumped. That's exactly what I did, and by golly, he was right. Triceps, the first, oh man, the first 5 sets were, for triceps at least, were all just a variety of push downs. I recorded a little bit of it, so you'll see that. And then the following bicep sets were just cable curls. And I don't know why, but cable curls felt amazing today. I got a really phenomenal bicep pump, like to the point where while I was shampooing my hair, it was kind of a struggle to even like reach up to the top of my scalp. So I will say that is sufficiently pumped. But no real complaints outside of that. I kind of wish I had more time just to do forearms, but I'm very pleased. Very freaking pleased with this workout. So the plan is now I have a protein shake. I have a little protein brownie that I picked up. And I also have a almond milk iced coffee, like in a bottle. So the plan is to consume all of that on the way to work, and then grind through the day. For lunch, while I'm on a cut, or even like bulking and cutting, a lot of people opt to meal prep for the entire week. And I did that for a while. And I'm not saying like it's a bad thing or like it's whatever. It's just, I'm lazy. To be honest, I'm just really lazy. And after a while of doing that, I kind of got sick of it. So what I did for lunch today is I went over to Sam's Club and they had these frozen popcorn chicken things. I've mentioned it before. Macros are great on it. So popped a bunch of, I think 11 ounces of that into the air fryer. I have a condiment cup full of Sweet Baby Ray's sugar-free barbecue sauce. I have a little like protein, like muscle milk thing pre-made. And I have another one of those brownie things as a little treat. So if my mathulations are right, that's going to be what? 545, 115 grams of protein, something like that. maybe 800 calories all in all, plus the protein drink that I have with me and the brownie. So that'll put me at about 160, 170 grams of protein by the time I make it home tonight. And then when I get home, 2 pieces of grilled chicken, I will be set. So I don't necessarily meal prep. I just kind of throw things together that work for my macros and works out pretty well for me. So not too much left to say outside of that. But legs tomorrow. Legs on a morning before work are kind of a struggle, because if I make it to the gym around the time that I made it today, that would be about 4:45-ish. It doesn't give me a lot of time to sufficiently work both muscle groups, hamstrings and quads. And between the two, my quads are the ones that need the most work. So if I'm pressed for time, I'll typically just do maybe 3 or 4 sets of hamstrings, because that's really all it takes for me to get relatively pumped up. And then dedicate the rest of the time to quads. On a non-work day, you know, I have all the time in the world to pump up both to my liking. But you have to make the most out of the time that you have at the gym. So, and I could go to the gym after work. I'd have more time and whatever, but it just kind of sucks. I get off of work at around 7:30 p.m. every day. So by the time I make it to the gym, it's 8. I can't drink my pre-workout because the caffeine will keep me awake all night. So that's already kind of a negative to me. I don't see a reason not to take pre-workout like on a regular day. Just makes it better. So that already is a con. I'm already tired from the work day. Like, I might be hydrated, more carved up, but I'm still pretty beat, like systemically and mentally fatigued from the day. So the lift isn't going to be as intense as I'd like for it to be. And then get home and shower, get everything ready for the next day. By the time I'm ready for bed, it might be 11:30 or 12-ish. Doesn't give me a lot of time to sleep. So both options that I have, before or after work, kind of suck. But going before work sucks less. Plus, I get to go to work with a pump. So what's not to love about that? Ramble aside, legs tomorrow. No cardio on the days that I'm working. I just don't have time, and that might just be an excuse, but you know, no time for that. But of course, I might not post cardio videos every day, but that doesn't mean I'm not doing my cardio. Especially on the days that I'm not working, I'm doing cardio. Don't you worry about me. It's not a question of if I'm doing cardio. It's just a question of what time am I waking up to go and do it. So, definitely get that in. But I've got a bunch of snacks to get through. So, I will see you guys for legs tomorrow.